I was raised by two alcoholic parents. Actually, I shouldn't say raised. They divorced when I was 3. They also came out of alcoholic families. But I did have a praying grandma. And the praying grandma taught me the Lord's Prayer and taught me the children's prayer of "Now I lay me down to sleep." And that was basically my encounter with religion within a relationship. The first time I remember actually praying, I was with my other grandpa. We were coming from Walsenburg, and he was drunk. He drove all over the road. I was scared to death. I was under 4 years of age. And I remember praying, "Dear God, help us to be safe." And pretty soon a patrolman stopped us, and it must have been before the days of you get a ticket, because he told my grandpa to turn around and drive back to Walsenburg, and that's what he did, but my prayer was answered. When I was 10 years old, I went to Las Vegas to live with my dad, whom I hadn't seen forever. His idea of a relationship was one time he visited, I wasn't home, he put a $20 roll of silver dollars from the casino in our mailbox. That was his visit. So I had gone to Las Vegas to stay with a man I didn't know. I was really afraid. That happened for my 6th grade year, and then after that, it seemed like I was having to find places for me to live. I went from family to family to family, and one family briefly took me to Congregational church, so I had some exposure to God and His love. Throughout my movement, one of the places I lived, I woke up one evening and the girl's dad was trying to assault me. I felt God's hand of protection. That meant I had to find another place to live and another place after that. But all the time I found God's faithfulness in my life. It also gave me an opportunity to have life's learning lessons. I made a lot of errors. I married young to try and find stability. Had 2 children, divorced. Still can see God's hand on my life of protection and leadership and guidance and love. And during that time, God provided the ability for me to go to school full-time, work 3/4 time, raise my 4 children who were home by myself, and nothing interfered with each other. That opportunity provided that I could have a job that I loved, that I retired from. As I look back through my life, although it wasn't easy, I wouldn't change it. I learned how to pray for people that hurt me the most. I learned how to give forgiveness. I've been able to realize that people are people. Everyone doesn't meet my expectations, and just because they're mine doesn't mean they're right. I've learned to accept people, to be compassionate, to have understanding of people, to really listen to what they say. I've learned to look back and to be grateful for where I've come. And my mantra, I guess, is a song, "He isn't finished with me yet."